When Bill Clinton was president in the 90s, the majority of people were only concerned with Bill's sex life with Monica Lewinsky and if Bill smoked marijuana. What the majority of people should have been concerned about is the life and death events that occurred right before our eyes and the unchecked momentum of law enforcement that led to tragic consequences. At the end of the presidency of George Bush, shortly a few months before Bill Clinton stepped into office, we have the events that occurred in Ruby Ridge, Idaho. In Ruby Ridge, Idaho, the government wanted Randy Weaver to be an undercover spy for the Aryan nations. When Weaver refused to be a government spy, the government sought to get leverage over Weaver to force him to be a government spy. The government used one of their own undercover agents to try to get Weaver to modify a gun so that the gun was a fraction of an inch too short. Weaver agreed to modify the gun for the undercover agent. Weaver was charged with gun charges, but still refused to be an undercover spy for the government in exchange for a reduced or vacated prison sentence. Weaver never appeared in court for these gun charges, as he claimed that he was told that he could lose his house and property if he lost the court case. The government drew up an arrest warrant on Weaver's failure to appear in court. Government agents hid on Weaver's heavily forested property. When the family dog was going to give away the agent's hiding place, the agents shot the dog. A gun battle followed, where Weaver's son Samuel and a government agent Michael Deegan were killed in the exchange. Where the rules of engagement for Ruby Ridge were to shoot any armed adult male observed in the vicinity of the Weaver cabin could and should be killed. Lon Hariuchi had fired through a door, murdering Weaver's unarmed wife Vicky, who was holding their infant son. Lon Hariuchi shot Randy Weaver, family friend Kevin Harris, just before killing Vicky Weaver. Despite Samuel Weaver getting killed by getting shot in the back and Vicky being killed by shooting through a door, no government agents were charged with any crimes. The killing of U.S. Marshal Michael Deegan was ruled self-defense. No criminal proceedings for any government agents involved, despite a successful civil case award of $3.1 million. Ruby Ridge should have changed the government's policies. Ruby Ridge came at the tail end of the Bush presidency. It could have been a perfect time to make a clear distinction in policy and to take up criminal charges against some of the government agents involved. Bill Clinton never allowed anyone to be prosecuted for rules of engagement that should have been illegal and criminal under the circumstances. Instead, the Clinton administration ramped up their aggression against U.S. citizens, and the events in Waco followed.